Commission and Town Board, Thursday, July 10th, beginning at 6:30. I'd like to call the meeting to order and begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, could we begin with the roll call, please? Present.
Supervisor Radke?
Present.
Supervisor Wolf?
Here.
Supervisor Dorr?
Here.
Supervisor Fisher?
Here.
Chief Bucco?
Here.
Ken Miller?
Here.
Bob Stigler?
Here.
Alan White?
Present.
Bob Flanagan?
Here.
And Madam Clerk, have we complied with all of the laws of the open meetings law?
Yes, we have.
In the notice for the public hearing, please take note that there will be a public hearing before the Joint Plan Commission and Town Board at the Town Hall Thursday, July 10th, 2014, beginning at 6:30 p.m. to consider the following matter. Conditional use application for Pine Howell Court LLC. The petitioner is Todd Gillette. Address is West 241, South 4130 Pine Hollow Court. The petitioner is seeking approval for conditional use site plan, plan of operation, and sign request for the operation of an automobile service business known as Gillette's Car Star Collision Center. And we should take note, we've got a new PA system and filming system tonight, and this is our first time using that. Sound system sounds a lot better. We don't have to lean over so much. And Planner Ray Barczyk, take it away.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Tonight before you is petitioner Todd Gillette. He is interested in leasing the former All-Pro Motorsports building. He is looking to do a automotive and light truck collision repair service, also known as Car Star. The property is owned limited industrial district, which allows the auto body repair as a permitted use and any automotive services as a conditional use. His proposed hours of operation are 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturdays, and closed on Sunday. Currently, he's looking at a total number of 8 employees, and looking to have approximately 15 to 20 cars that would be outside in the current parking lot that would be ready for someone dropping the car off to be serviced or repaired, or someone coming to pick up the vehicle. The property does have a wetland that's adjacent to Highway 164, but they're not looking at doing any additional improvements to the parking lot or the building, so there's no additional impacts to the wetlands. When I reviewed the site plan, there was just, I guess, 2 points to bring up. Right now there's roughly 21 spots or parking spots that are striped on the parking lot. There is room for additional parking spots adjacent to the building. Per the town zoning code, in speaking with Attorney Macy earlier today, he's required to have 1 parking space per employee, and then 1 parking space per 300 square feet of office space. So in looking at the building, not really knowing how the interior is going to be laid out, it looks like he's going to need approximately 9 to 10 parking spaces per the code. So just a point of clarification is that we just want to make sure that the parking spaces that he needs per code, any parking spaces he may need for the customers, will be an end result of how many cars that he can have waiting to be serviced or picked up, because we don't want any of the cars to be, parked in the right of way or on the grass. He does probably have room, or will have room, inside the service space, inside the building as well. With regard to the signage, the current or former All-Pro Motorsports had basically their individual letters across the front of the building that faced 164. We are assuming that CarStar wants to do kind of a similar lettering on the same side of the building, but it was somewhat unclear in the sign request. So I'm looking for some clarification from the petitioner as to his overall sign proposal. In the application, he showed several different examples of signage. I just kind of looking for a little bit more clarification from that. With that, the rest of the his concept or plan met the requirements of our ordinance. So I'll turn it back over to you, Mr. Chairman, for any questions.
Thank you. Mr. Gillette, you want to come on up?
Sure.
With regards to the clarification that Planner Robarczyk was seeking for clarity on signage, is this what you're planning?
Yes, that's the branding that CarStar, we just are going through the new branding right now. So everything's a little even fuzzy to me because they just started new branding January 1st. And with the new store, will be branded, that's what the store will ultimately look like what you see in the picture there.
Is that, Planner Robarczyk, is that what you're looking for clarity? I do see the same thing you had with several different options.
Yeah.
So what you're looking for is just the one sign that would be facing 164. There's not any.
In Jamie, I can work with, whether it's Martin or you or whatever on it. What I'd like to do is the signage that you see in the picture, I don't know what page it is, but it's probably towards the rear. That would be across the front. And being that the building's white, we'll probably have to flip it red and silver. So it's, obviously white won't show up. If we can, the sign that we already have in our existing building, which is on 400 Wilmot in the city perimeter there, that's a 3x12 sign, and if I could put that towards the road on the building, and not on the side of the building, so when you would turn on, not on Hollow Court, but the road coming into the park there,
Okay.
I don't remember what road that is, apologize, that you would see it from the side though, so, and it would be a low illuminated sign there, so I can get you the specs on it. So if we could put it, we need it on the front of the building facing 164. And if the board would be up to it, I would like to put one on the side facing north. So when you come off that road, you can see, a sign there. And that's what that other one where it says CarStar Metcalf. Metcalf is just another store. That's a corporate store that we do R&D on. It would say CarStar, Gillette underneath there. Really, I think what we're gonna end up doing is changing it to CarStar Waukesha. And a couple of you've done business with us, you kind of always know me as, as Gillette Auto, or Gillette Body and Paint and all that. I wanted to remove our name, or the Gillette name from CarStar and just go with CarStar. But everybody voted, or everybody in the business said, keep your name, because that's what everybody recognizes you by. But they're understanding the CarStar thing now, so I'd really like to go CarStar Waukesha in the future. Doing business as CarStar Waukesha. Don't worry about that in here. So that we are.
That was just my first initial question. We should really open that up for public comments.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Ken Walter, W241 West 4115 Pine Hollow Court. I have the property that's adjacent to, across Pine Hollow Court from Todd's building, or from Tracy's building that Todd's going into. I think it's great that we're bringing in a new business into the town. I think it's better we're taking it away from the city and bringing it into the town. My only concerns are that we don't have a lot of stuff on the outside of the building, car parts, things like that, because there is no back of the building. There's the front that faces 164, and then the back of the building faces Pine Hollow Court. And Tracy and Paul have always done a really good job running, when they ran All Pro, of keeping it clean. There's a building that's way on the end that's not doing such a good job. And that's my concern. I've known Todd since we were in high school, and I know he runs a good business, and I know he's going to be a good corporate citizen for the town. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Going once? Going twice? Then we can move on and close the public hearing. And move on to the Plan Commission meeting. And I'd like to call the Plan Commission meeting to order Thursday, July 10th, 2014, beginning at 6:40 p.m. And Madam Clerk, I think we should recall the roll as opposed to the Plan Commission.
Dan Buchholz,
Here.
Supervisor Fisher,
Here.
Chairman Merritt,
Present?
Ken Miller,
Here.
Bob Stigler,
Here.
Alan White,
Here.
Robert Flanagan.
Here.
And Madam Clerk, have we met the open meetings laws requirements?
Yes, we have.
And we can open this up to citizens' comments. Anybody? And we'll move on to approval of the minutes from May 8th, 2014.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Discussion? There's a correction to the minutes. On page 2, bottom section, motion to approve the following.
Chief, can you turn your mic on?
I was on, sorry.
Green.
The motion to approve the following changes was by Mr. Merrick and by Supervisor Radke. That can't be accurate on the Plan Commission.
We have amended minutes that are sitting on your desk that say, a motion to approve with the following changes by Dan and Bob Stigler.
I didn't get any, sorry.
Anything else? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And we'll move on to discussion and possible action on Pine Hall Court LLC. The petitioner is Todd Gillette, location West 241, South 4130, Pine Hollow Court. And we're looking for a recommendation to the town board. I do have a couple of quick questions for Mr. Gillette. The first one would be, if you want to come on up, regarding old car parts, fenders, or hoods, or whatever that may come off, what is your intent on storing those, and how often would they be carted away and so forth?
They'd be removed on a weekly basis, no different than the garbage one.
Okay,
And we want the image of the building to look very, very nice as well.
okay,
Because that's part of everything for sales, so. And as a business aspect, I'm a trainer for the industry. John knew me through town hall. He kind of prepped me with what I was walking into. And I did that, so I've been in your spot in the commission and on fire department and everything. But I was a trainer far before I ended up being the town chairman. Did that for a couple of years. My wife goes, go back to training, please. So I'm back teaching. So I've been with WCTC for years, prior to town hall, after town hall. I sit on the board here. I've been there since '93. One of the instructors, part-time instructors there. I teach out of 9 different tech colleges in Wisconsin alone. I travel in Illinois. I used to do North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Missouri, Michigan, and right now Ford has me training for the new F-150 truck for next year, the aluminum truck. I'm the trainer that certifies all the Ford. That will be, part of this facility will be an aluminum repair facility for that new F-150 truck. We're also Honda certified at our facility. Honda is bringing out the NSX next year, and then they want us to be the repair center for that as well. And so this is going to be a very high-tech repair center. And I've always pushed training. I'm one of the top trainers in the nation. I'm out of 400 trainers like me nationally. I'm one of 7 international trainers. So I do teach for South Korea and also Mexico as well. I train for Allstate, State Farm, American Family. I train for Volkswagen, and like I said, right now I'm training for Ford. And we're very, very high tech. Image is everything. That's why I partnered with CarStar, which is one of the largest MSOs, multi-store operations. They are the largest in North America. And we plan on running one great business. So I've been with them for a year and a half, and it's been a great thing. So a lot of the Ford dealers will feed their F-150s to us. Cycle time is everything. These vehicles can't come in and sit around. It's not a body shop. It is a collision repair center. So these vehicles come in, they get processed through, and they're out. So, and so, you know, aluminum recyclability, you know, everybody wants aluminum, you know, anyways, it's not gonna sit around.
Will you, speaking to that, would you lock up the aluminum somehow? Will it be in a bullpen or?
Yeah, we're gonna keep as much inside as possible. And the floor plans go back to Jamie's concept about the office space and the parking lot. I'll have to work with you. We've got 3 different floor plans that we have not finalized yet. And it all depends on equipment and bids and stuff like that. But it will be done this month because I'll be over in Detroit at the end of the month, going over with Ford and then also purchasing equipment through that as well. So that'll be all locked in by the end of July here.
I believe also there's an owners association for the Pine Hollow Court businesses, and that any exterior changes to those buildings have to be approved by that board. Are you aware of that?
I'm familiar with that, and Paul has talked to me that I think Paul's on it, and then there's 2 other individuals, and I don't remember who Paul said that they were, but I have no problem with that. We may have to put an extra garage door in, but that's something that I don't know yet until we get that all settled, and then we'll figure out we'll go that path when we have to. So.
Other questions for Mr. Gillette? Is there a motion?
I make a motion we approve.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Good luck. And lastly, staff reports. Non-compliance. Planner Barcheck and Attorney Macy and Inspector Montoya have all been working on these. The list is starting to get whittled down. We are working. There's been several orders issued for several of the non-compliant issues, and they are moving along. Any questions on anything on non-compliance? Motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.